Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know. So one of our newer members, Kyle Lawver, he's been racing on Fridays and on Sunday nights. Starting to experiment with some broadcasting stuff. So I believe it's the OBS software, which some of you are probably familiar with if you've heard of it. But he's just doing it to learn how to make things work and stuff like that and everything. So in Discord Garage, he put a thing in there for you to be able to download this file, go into a test session in iRacing, and while you're in your car, you can Alt-Tab back out to your desktop, and it links to your iRacing ID. And you can fill out all your bioinfo and things like that, stuff that'll show up in graphics and so forth. And even if you want to make some kind of a cool picture for yourself as a driver or something like that. But he's starting to do that. He's learning, so it's very raw at the moment. He's doing a pretty good job. And it's just something that's pretty cool that we can share. So he's doing tonight's race as well. Obviously, when you're doing that, you can't actually participate in the race. So he's sitting out his driving opportunity to do that for us and also to help him out. So it's pretty cool. And he's been posting it in the Discord. I'm trying to share it on the Facebook as well. So it's something that give us a little bit more eyes on our league and stuff like that. And on you as a driver, you can share with your friends and stuff. So if you guys can fill some of that stuff out for him, that would be beneficial, and especially if you participate in our Friday night racing or Sunday night racing as well.
All right, thanks, Brian. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the standings. We haven't talked about that for a while. So here we are. Race 21, 22. So the standings after 21 races. Lee's in front. Joseph in second, 20 back. Christopher Mann, 62. Glenn, 64. And Matthew Lazuski, 85. That's the top five. The cutoff is, Nick is the cutoff. For now. What have we got coming up this week? We got the Global Mazdas and the Ray 1600s at Okayama on Thursday. Friday is late model stocks with 5 flags. Saturday morning Indy cars at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Sunday night GT3s at Sebring. And the trucks are at Watkins Glen on Monday. And we have a fun run because we're off next week because of the street race. So the Street Panthers, I think we're doing, no, just Street Stock Panther one at Irwindale. It might be a figure 8 race. So that's what we got coming up this week. So hopefully you can make it out and have a little bit of fun.
Sebring, I think we're going to do a twilight race setting, so it'll be just as the sun is coming up in the morning.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, any questions about any of that stuff? All right, let's go to Perm Praise. Got my voice chat or type chat.
I got to praise. I've been asking for prayer for my senior pastor, who's 91. Picked him up from the hospital on Sunday morning. Was blessed that I was able to be the one to do that since we were in the middle of church services. But picked him up from the hospital. He's still weak. Blood platelets and stuff like that still need some work and things like that. So just thankful that he is out of the hospital and back home. He still needs prayer for healing. And his wife is now in the hospital and needs prayer. So they're both pretty old, and just need God to keep them together for a little while longer and keep them healthy and around for a little bit more.
I think, Glenn. For those of you who've been around for a little bit, just pray for Mike Burns. He's going through some personal stuff right now, so keep him in your prayers.
Who's that?
Mikey Burns.
Copy.
All right, let's go ahead and pray. Father, we just thank you for all that you do for us, and we know that even in difficult times, Father, that you're here with us. And we know that we can rest in your glory and your grace, Father. We just know that you've answered our prayer requests because you knew them even before we asked. And we know that you will answer them in your will and your way. And even though we don't understand it, Father, we know it's always best for us. Thank you for RFJ and all the members you bring us. And just ask you to continue to bring us more. And just thank you for all you think you do. And we thank you for your son, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right, we've got 2 laps of qualifying. Click the black and white checkered flag if you're not going to qualify. Whenever you've got one, we'll go racing.
I'm just start from the back because I'm still real leery about racing flat screen.
You going to become one of those the Earth the Flatters dudes now?
It's definitely a different view.
I can imagine. All right, good luck qualifying.
Came out. Glad you're here. Better than sitting home without us.
Alrighty, hey race fans, welcome to tonight's Xfinity Series action at the legendary Iowa Speedway. I'm Kyle, and I'll be bringing you all the live action, exciting battles, and maybe even little faith-fueled fun along the way. This race is proudly hosted by Racing for Jesus Motorsports, a group that combines speed with purpose. You can learn more about them at www.racingforjesus.com. You get our Facebook as well, and we also have a Discord. For Tuesday night, we got the Xfinity cars running. We're going to do the verse of the day, Galatians 6, verse 2. And bear on another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. So, the Iowa Speedway is known for its high-speed short-track thrills, tight corners, close racing, and plenty of action. The drivers will need precision, patience, and a little bit of courage to navigate these 7- and 8-mile banks. Tonight, expect door-to-door battles, strategy calls, and maybe some late race drama. But make sure you're settled in because this is going to be a race you won't want to miss. The qualifying is getting ready to start. And we can see the temperature out is 78 degrees. Humidity is 45%. We've got partly cloudy with about 2 miles an hour winds. Looks like track temp is running at 115 right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find some of our racers right now. All right, now qualifying is taking place. I'll see if I can switch this to qualifying mode. So down at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see just some timestamps. It's tracking the lap times of 4 individuals right now. Trying to get some information up here for you all to view. Okay. So far, looks like Joseph Martin with a 24.2 on pole so far. So we got to number 3, a Trent Smith.
Andrew, you going to qualify?
He's still running.
Yeah, I just got back to my feet. I'm going now.
Yeah, don't worry.
We have had a little bit of trouble with Trading Paint syncing up during the stream. So I do hope that all drivers' paint schemes, Trent, hang on to it, are shown through correctly for everybody. I think right now we're waiting for, is it Anderson? I believe Mike already qualified. Let's see. Trent still.
All right, good job, Andrew. Good job on the pole, front row, Joseph. Good job, guys.
It was Andrew
Let's go
Jefferson
racing.
with pole
Nice lap.
with a 24.289.
Oh, this iRacing's heating up my machine.
All right.
You know, take the side of it off, throw fans blowing you right into it.
So let's introduce our drivers. So we got Andrew Jefferson driving a number 83. Looks like Browns of Service. Let's see if we can't get on a different angle of that car, maybe. Anyhow, okay, so we got Andrew Jefferson on pole on a number 83. Along with Joseph Martin driving a number 5. Looks
I
like
just
Guinness.
recalibrated my pedals, and when I jumped in, the gas went straight to the floor. I couldn't undo it. So I had
Mike
to get out
Weisberg
recalibrate
driving
it.
number
How much I can
50
do about it.
Hardee's.
I'm sure we'll have a caution
Right.
to get caught up.
Chris Mann driving the number 51
Oh,
Tire
yeah, you can
Pros
expect me to
from
probably
Princeton,
cause
West
when I get
Virginia.
loose coming off these corners. I'm going to only allow myself 2 self spins, and I'm going to bail out.
Mike Holland driving the
Go
double
easy.
zero.
Oh, I
Looks
usually
like a
do.
race stop suicide.
All right, everybody, thanks again for coming out and making Tuesdays a lot of fun. Have a great race. Let's take it easy, take care of each other for a while, and then go racing.
We got Lee Weatherford driving a number 53, all white. And I'm hoping that Trading Paints is coming through.
Today.
We got Glenn Papp driving a number 23 THC.
I plan on running the snot out of this car and see what happens.
Crash.
Oh,
Trent Smith driving a number 3
maybe that's our first
DRW. Oh, let's see. Did was it Glenn here? Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's driving a Chevy. We're about to go green. Matthew Lesnowski I'm always going to mess that one up. And we are green. Ross Gage driving a number 80 from Brooksville, Florida. And bringing up the rear, Hart Waxman driving a number 1, Prey.com. Ooh, getting a little sliding up in there already. This track is slippery when these tires first get going.
Wow. Good save, Glenn.
Lee Weatherford trying to get up in there.
Told you I'd cause the first yellow. Sorry, guys.
Oh, we got a yellow flag.
Checking out.
That's okay, Ross. I almost did.
Let's see what happened there. Hart Waxman's.
It's all right. Go a little easier.
Just got loose going into the corner.
Not sure
Went
where the.
sideways. There's not much you can do about it.
So it looks like it might have been actually the number 80. Yeah. So let's rewind that.
Okay, Hart, let me know when you're caught up.
They got sideways there.
I'm having to go into the pits. I need a quick repair.
Okay,
And just
let me
getting
know when you're caught up.
drilled by Waxman, it
Sure,
looks
get
like.
your lap back.
I didn't even go down a lap.
Oh, good.
That track temperature is rising now, 123. These turns can get a little tricky. If you go in real steep into them, you just got to feather that gas going in the middle of the turn, and it's just a trick of it. You get halfway through the turn, you're wanting to put your foot into the gas. You feel like you can handle it, and then you just push just a little too much, and it'll kick out on you. It'll either happen in the middle of the turn, or you'll see it a lot coming out of turn 4 on this track. Right now, our top 5 is Andrew Jefferson in 83, Joseph A. Martin,
Just pretend there's an egg underneath your foot there, Ross.
Chris Mann driving a number 51, Lee Weatherford in 53.
Oh, that time it wasn't even coming out
Trent
of the corner.
Smith
It was going
in number
into
3.
the corner. I just barely started to get on the brakes a little bit and just snapped around.
Get a look at some of these cars.
I might need to adjust them up a little.
We're having a little bit of an issue with trading paints, so we're hoping to get that sorted out here. We got Lee Weatherford. We had our top 5. Let's get the back of the pack before we get going here. Mike Weisberg driving out Hardy's scheme. Matthew. Matthew driving a number 12 Exalta. There's that race to stop suicide paint scheme from Mike Holland driving a 00. And then Glenn Papp driving the TMC Chevrolet. Joe Marks representing the Marines. And it looks like we are back. Let's get a look at the back of the pack here. You watch these guys. They got to warm that track up. You see that temperature down here in the bottom right of your screen. And let's see if we can get some dashboard running here. See, Marks is pushing about a 130. It's back to the back a little bit there. Let's go ahead and work our way up to the front. Glenn running number 9, chasing out on number 12. Glenn carries some speed out of the turns. It's noticeable. And you're going to see that. Let's see if we can pull up this battle box here. Keep an eye on them time stamps. The battle for 6th place back here. See, he's riding that low to middle line right there. And as long as you hit the throttle right coming out of that turn, you can hold it. Matthew's got a solid run. He's coming in. He's running about the same line that Glenn is running right now. But at number 12, he's getting in the gas coming out. He seems to be going higher. Glenn's getting a little more aggressive going for that middle line. Well, let's take a look at this action up here. We got a mess up here. We got number 83, 5, 53, and 3 all making a pact up together, getting close. The thing is anybody going to get squeezed? Trent Smith is hanging on to that lead right now. He's worked his way up there. We're looking at Lee Weatherford right now. He's just on the bumper, Trent. That 53 wants it. He's going to bump him up. He's on the side draft. He's side drafting down the backstretch. He's going to shoot in for it. And you have a new race leader right now is Lee Weatherford. Barely sneaks it out of turn 4. Joseph's going to try and come back in. And, yep, he lost a little bit of speed there. But Weatherford, is he going to be able to hang on to it in that turn? He looks okay right now. I think that last turn that shook him a bit. He's trying to regain a little bit of composure in his vehicle.
All right.
Let's see as we're watching here. You can see the comparison between Weatherford and Jefferson right now. But let's go ahead and go up to Joseph. So remember at the bottom of your screen you'll see the number 5 and number 53's times differences between the last 5 laps. And I mean those passing laps, they're all, I think, what do you got? 0.42, 2.74, 0.06. I mean, these guys are racing hard in the corners. Neither one wants to give it up. This is lap 17. We got some excitement ahead of us here. This is getting interesting. Okay, so what are these guys running right now? Actually, let's see if we got any pit strategy yet. So all drivers 17 laps and 18 laps in. We're going to be able to watch the pit strategy through the night here. kind of gauge what everybody's trying to do. It's going to come down to a lot of, I think they're running 50% fuel. This group up at the front is just, they all want it. They're running consistent with each other. They're getting to the turns good. It seems like everybody's tires have been broken in now. We shouldn't worry too much about any slipping and sliding. It's going to be whenever we're starting to get the tire wear going again. I'm going to try and see. We're going to check some of our top speeds for tonight. If you look at the top left of your screen, everybody's running about a 150s. So we got a couple 152, 153s.
Oh, yeah.
And let's check out our best laps of the night so far. Andrew Jefferson is holding on to the fastest lap of the race. .709. That is a fast lap. And as you see, we're looking at Andrew right now. He's just hanging behind the action. He's watching it. I'm not quite sure. Weatherford, it seems like he might have lost a little tire wear or something. He's starting to set him up again, though, just like he set up the last pass. Got right up on that bumper. It just seems like he might just be a bit shaky. I mean, he had a rough fight up to first. As we were watching, he got past and he got a little shook up with a couple bumps. And you see that little shake right there again. He's had a couple of those now. I wonder if he's getting a little loose. Something's going to happen up here. As we're watching the action. Something's going to... There's a lot of... Yep, there's them. Trent Smith's into the wall. Not bad, not bad.
You're good, I'm fine.
Let's see what he does. Looks like he took a little bit of... damage up on that right rear. Let's see if we can get I don't know if I can get the camera on his right front suspension. We'll see here. Right front suspension. So the camera can't really get a good angle of it, but it looks to be just some scrapes. You can see up there, if you look right behind the times and the leaderboard right now, you can see all the scratches and scrapes. So, seems to be holding it together so far. Riding along with them, nothing sounds too jerky. Got Mike right on his tail here, running in 5th place. And we're racing at Iowa tonight, the Iowa Corn. Trent seems to be losing a little bit of time. He may need to pit. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, there's a little pension going on up there. And there, yep, there's a little bit of pension right there. Just got tight with each other. Let's see if we can get a replay. Are we able to get a replay of that? Let's see. Nope. That's just the old replay. Okay. It looks like Lee did finally get in front, though. Not going to let him have it easy, though. Lee and Joseph are they're racing clean, but they're definitely on the line. They're definitely making sure. You see how close that bumper is. And I'll just to show you how close this bumper is. Look at it. We're looking at Joseph Martin. Right on the tail of Lee Weatherford. I mean, you can see how much that 5 wants it. He wants that track position. Right in your face. Trying to take that air off him. I mean, you don't get it much closer to that, guys. He's letting him know that he wants it. Lee is driving a Ford. Let's see what else we can get up here. We're on lap 33. Lee is running 24.9. He's just barely getting over that 25, but I mean, Joe wants it. Let's take a look at the back of our pack. We got some Matthew and number 12. Let's go back with Ross. Let's get some eyes on Ross here. He's driving at number 80. And he is going to pass Matthew. He's going to pass the number 12 there. Let's take a look at his speed here. See how he's running 108 in the turns. Yeah, so you can tell the tire wear is starting to fall off, guys.
I'm leaning, but it ain't helping it turn.
Yeah, it's. See if we can see any pit strategy here. From his speed, it tells me that pitting may be coming up soon. I don't know if I can pull up the tire compound for you guys. We got Trent going into pit lane here. The number 3. Let's go ahead and see.
We're going to pick his tongue.
So he's coming in.
Thank you.
And we are going to have our leaders and then most likely start pitting here. As Joe Marks comes in. There's Joe Marks coming down pit lane. Sporting a number 4 Marines Chevy. And I'm going to assume that the leaders are going to start pitting soon. Back up here, we got Chris Mann is running 3rd right now, number 51. He's still running pretty strong. If you remember, we were looking at the Ross back there. He was running 108 in the turns. Let's see what Chris runs in this turn here. That's really going to give us an idea of the tire wear. Yeah, he's getting down below 108. You start seeing them lower speeds. That tire is getting a little harder to hang on to. probably down to the final handful of laps before we get the majority of our pitting action. What a great job by Lee Weatherford at the number 53 and Joseph A. Martin at the number 5. I mean, these guys have been respectful and they have raced hard. But it is getting to the point now where Chris wants a piece of that action. He's in the number 51 here and he is charging up. He's coming out of that turn 110, 115. He is laying on the gas early coming out of the turn. You watch him. He's going to drop down 110. He's going to try to hang it. But watch how quick he gets on that gas. He's making up time, too. Let's go to that battle box. 00 is pitting in. That's Mike Holland. See how his pitting gets. See if he can get down the speed here, and yeah, just about a mile over. Or it might be 45. This track. We also have the number 1 of Hart Waxman in the pits. Mike Holland in the 00 race to stop suicide, going for a 4-tire change. And if I had to guess, I would probably say Hart Waxman in the number 1 also went with a 4-tire change.
00 exit.
00 starting to exit. Nobody else in pit lane right now. And then we'll get an idea here. Mike's just came out of the pits. He's on fresh tires. You watch his speed going into the turn now. You know, you watch them lower groups. 110. 110 was the lowest he went. Not 2 miles an hour in the turn. It makes up everything. But there, you get them fresh tires on. And that happens. And a good job hanging on to it. I mean, so easily that can happen. I'm going to see if I can get you good. Let's see, you just got a little bit off right there. You're going to take it easy now. This is about the time everybody starts getting those fresh tires.
Pitting.
Fresh tires start going on. Mistakes get made. Now, Glenn's been patient with this race so far. It seems like he's been running a very consistent line. He comes into pit road here. Yeah, and I do think it is 45 at this track. Yeah, so he's running it at 44 miles. So. I know we had, if anybody tuned in for the GT race, we had a cool little slow motion camera. Can't quite figure that out tonight. I apologize for that, but we'll get it sorted out here. Let's see what that track temp's at now. That track temperature is running 126 degrees. And so we got rejoin.
80 is pitting.
And then has Lee pitted? 80 is about to pit. That's Ross Gage. So he's able to run up front for a while there. Let's get eyes on Ross. He's coming in for his pits right now. Ross looks like a fun guy. That picture looks cool. Long hair, don't care. Coming in for that pit. Coming in for the 4 tires. Let's see here. Yeah, Joseph Martin and Lee Weatherford, they are still out on track. I don't know what happened with Ross right there.
Hey, buddy, I'm hitting this time on the backstretch. Stand low.
Okay, so now we got word that possibly our leaders are about to pit. And that's what's about to happen. Ooh, little slide. Joseph coming in hot. And so now we're going to be able to start really seeing this pit stop strategy. Let me get rid of the weather here. The pit stop strategy, it gives you an idea of how long of a stint they've ran. So in the yellow, you see Martin is still on track.
I gotta go, guys. My machine's getting so hot it's giving me error codes and stuff. So have a good race.
Oh, and I think we're going to lose.
Buddy.
I think that was Ross.
Hi, Ross. Sorry, Ross. Good night.
Bummer for him.
See you, Ross.
What I was telling you is the yellow you see at the bottom right of your screen, that's the amount of laps they ran, and then the blue is once they pitted. That's how many laps they've ran since pitting last time. And we are on lap 56 now. We're going to take a look at some of these. We got Chris Mann. And Chris is in 4th here. He's running good. We got the top 7 are on a lead lap. And Glenn is the last one on the lead lap. So, like I said, he's showing consistency. It seems like he's like the silent but deadly tonight. I mean, he's running lap times 24.953. It's not far off for the leaders. They just got fresh tires, 24.8, 24.7. Chris is still holding on the fastest lap at a 24.6. Is it going to be a matter of, like, does Chris want to push the... Does he want to push the subject of getting around Joe in a number 5, or does he want to hold? That's the question. Is it be patient with it, or Lee's getting around? I can't imagine Lee is running a blank car, so we might have had a trading paints issue. And I'm going to try and see if I can clear that up.
I had one there, then I lost it.
And then 00 is getting up into the turn a little bit there. So we're really getting a good bird's eye view on the pit strategies here by these guys. You see some of these guys ran shorter laps in the 30s and the 40s. It seems like Martin, Mann, and Weatherford, they all pushed it into the 50s, even Pap. I feel like Pap might have picked a sweet spot there. You know, he's gonna have that perfectly warmed up tire, so we'll have to see what happens.
Thank you, Mike.
Staying hot.
Seems like Chris is still trying to keep up that speed. 24.6, 4 seconds off the lead. Seems like after the number 3 pit, he took off, honestly.
Hang on to it, Joe.
Trent's best laps, 24.8.
Ooh, that's a death wobble there.
Let's check out our let's do our time deltas. You know, 83 is patiently hanging back, but seems like 2 times now number 3 has slipped a little in the middle of the turn. I mean, that's what happens at this track. You start getting low. You start getting over that 110 speed in the middle of that turn, and then accidents start to happen. And it doesn't have to be a wreck. It really doesn't. You know. Let's see how much he pushes it here, and we'll even. I'll tell you what. We'll even show his input here. So we can see the increase, a little feather of the throttle there. Not a real good view, but fight it out, though. I mean, you just get word of a pit. He's right on him. Jefferson's right on him. Let's see if we can hear him hitting that throttle when he goes into that turn. The slip of the tire just a little bit. And that feather, yep, there's that feather into the throttle. So I mean, he's trying. Either he's trying to control the pace of the race, or he's got it under control, and that's just what he wants to do. I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to see the. There we go. To get a gearbox.
Just throwing you outside drive and get your lines all over the place.
The Jefferson's coming in low. So back a little at our 3rd and 4th. Seems to be 3rd is he's running solid. Just keeps it up. Go ahead and throw up last lap times. You guys can see what their last lap times are running.
Go ahead.
Nope. I did not mean to put that up. is just running solid. See if we can see what lap there is. You're seeing it, what everybody pitted on right there. We got the pit stop strategy in the bottom right as well.
Andrew.
We get a little squirrely up front. Matthew is running 3 laps down right now, but good for you, man. Still a chance to make up some laps too on the pits. You know, these all these pit stops were different. Matthew pitted her lap 47. We're running on lap 79. If anything, I'd get on a... It's probably terrible advice, but I would fuel up and just hope for an extra yellow. Looks like we might have lost Joe. And Hart walks in. Last pitted on lap 52. He's running 26.6 though. He's not running bad. He's running consistent laps. Go ahead and work our way up to the field and cockpits here. You can get a bird's eye view on how they're working the wheel. Yeah, you can tell the tires starting to wear down again. They all pitted in the 40s and 50s. We're on 80, and we got to... Do we have a yellow flag right now? I don't think the yellow came out. I might have clicked a button that may have made it look yellow up at the top. Or that's been there the entire race and I'm just now noticing it. But I don't see anybody slowing down too terribly much. I don't know. It sounds like... I think there might have been a yellow. Let's... I don't think that... I think this is from the previous incident. Yeah. That's still the previous incident. That's not the... But we are under yellow. I haven't heard any radio chatter, and I don't see anybody missing off the track. Let's see. Yeah, that was back with Ross. Yeah, there's... Not seeing any action on this yellow. Make sure everybody's accounted for here. Well, Trent Smith was able to get on the lead lap. Interesting.
Everybody ready?
Well, let's get ready to.
No, there's some wave around, so I think we need to let it go.
Okay. Take it right. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know what it.
Number 5
I
car
don't know
right
what it
now.
would do if we went now. They wouldn't get caught up.
What happened, Andrew?
I'm the lucky dog.
This will be a good time. Again, remind everybody, this is our Tuesday night series, Jesus Cup series. Runs on Tuesday night, Xfinity cars. It's ran by Racing for Jesus Motorsports. Find us on Facebook. Find us on internet, www.racingforjesus.com.
All right, we're a little over halfway.
Discord.
Good job, everybody. That was a good run. Let's finish her up.
Alright. Got a feeling the pace car is going to be going in this lap. Lap 87 and the lap 88, and we are off. It's the halfway mark of the race. And Joseph A. Martin, he just got a jump. Almost slingshotted out of that restart. Number 53. Oh, and we got two sideways. Did they save it? And we are yellow.
Sorry, boys. Hart, come by me.
Did you get in the walk, Glenn?
No, I did not.
See what happened here.
Mike and I were doing everything we could, man.
So it looks like Glenn might have finally lost it right there. Let's see if we can get on Glenn's camera. Yeah, I think it seems like Mike and Glenn had a synchronized.
Lucky dog coming through.
Oh, we can't get on. There's our shot. Okay. So as you can see, they both.
Anybody else need to wait?
Got sideways, same time. I wanted to do a little synchronizing drift. That's all that was. Just a little synchronized drifting. But unfortunately, it hooked back for Pap. They locked them brakes up. Did a good job on the brakes. Great job on the brakes. Didn't look too bad. Not too bad. I mean, if you can make a wreck look good, that's how you do it right there. It didn't look too bad. And the tires are probably getting about cooked. You're starting to see a little bit more pit differential as we get ready to go on our third restart, I believe. We're going to watch that middle of the pack there. Some of these guys get fresh tires, and you get on this track, and you see the track's 125 degrees right now. Bottom right of your screen, 125 degrees on the track temperature. Whether that's accurate or not, we'll never know, but that's what we're going off of. Whoa, whoa. Come on, Mike, you gotta hang on to that. Let's see this. Get them tires warmed up. I think we just lost somebody right there. Oh, there he goes. 51 with a little blink there. So we don't want to lose Chris. He's been racing good. Him and Pap. Chris Mann and Glenn Pap. Consistent drivers tonight. Besides the synchronizing drift, it's been very, very consistent. And I mean, that's what we're looking at right now. We're looking at this front pack. Get eyes on some other drivers here shortly. We got a lot of tight racing up here. You know, this number 50 and number 3. I mean, Trent and Mike, for this 5th and 6th position, that's what we're running into, is they don't want to give it up. Neither one want to give it up. You got the 5th and the 6th position. They don't want to give up each other's position. They're fighting it. But at the same time, you got the 4th and 3rd positions. Andrew and now Chris Mann getting up in there. They're getting side by side. First and second starting to pull away, especially first. Lee is really pulling in front there, the 53. And these guys they want to get them positions because they don't want to keep losing all this air. And you see that single file now starts to break out. And now we're getting into that single file setup. And I mean, you see it happen. You got the 51 and the 50 right beside each other right now. You're going to see that single file start to pull away a little more. If they can't get around each other and start getting it set up, pack starts to slow down. And up here at number 2, let's see, number 83, Andrew Jefferson. That's what he's working on. He's getting up into Lee Weatherford's bumper. He's coming for him. I mean, just to put it in perspective, let's go up to Lee Weatherford. Go into the gearbox. Like, Andrew's not playing around. He's getting down on that white line coming out of the turns. He knows he's got to get up there and commit to it, because he's got 4 cars behind him. They're ready. They want the position. And I mean, good job, Lee. He's hanging on to it out here in the front. I don't know, what was that? What was that? We're getting below the line and some almost bumper to bumper here, and he's taking it. The thing is Lee going to get in the gas on the turn? He's going to get in the gas. He's going to pull away. He's pulling away. But Anderson's, he's holding that low line. Are we going to see some wall touch? Yep. It's there. He didn't lose the speed yet. He's got to control it. it's wild. It's how much he's got, so much speed, even with 2 mishaps now. He wiggled low, turn 3 and 4. He wiggled coming out of turn 2, tapped the wall a little bit, or was that turn? It might have been turn 4. He wiggled and tapped the wall, but regardless, 2 mishaps. He's still been able to hold out front. I mean, we're at lap 104. Got about 40 some laps left. I mean, you look at the strategy that Jefferson is using right now. He's not trying to be too aggressive. He knows he's got a fast car. He knows he's definitely proven it in almost 3 different turns now that he can make the pass. But you can definitely see the strategy, and he wants to do it clean. He wants to get around him clean. And let's just get back to our pit strategy here. So the bottom right was the first block of yellow was the first pit. Blue is the second pit. Now we're running on the 3rd pit right now. So a lot of these drivers are going to have to really go their longest stretch, or they're going to have to pit one more time. Everybody pitted between 40 and 45 laps. And if you see in the blue, you got 30 to 40. So it was a lot of early pitting that went on in that second pit stop. That's going to force the field to make some real big strategies on this last pit stop, if they do any pit stop at all. As far as gas, I'm not quite sure. I can get that data. I have it on the stream box, but when I click it, nothing pops up. Nothing. This is such good racing by Lee. That's just defensive driving. What you're seeing is defensive driving from the 53. Really good defensive driving at that. And then as we go to the 83, what you see is a driver who he knows he can overtake him. But the defensive driving is putting him in a position where he's got to do it strategically. He's got to wait for the mistake, and that's what's happening right now. As you're watching, he's waiting for the mistake. I don't think he feels too threatened by Joseph at this point. And number 5, he's there. We'll give him that. He is there. And let's just go by and let's see who. Let's see who's still got the fastest lap right now. It's no surprise. Number 53, Lee Weatherford, running a 24.6. Now what you're seeing now is the 5, Joseph Martin, is getting on the bumper, Andrew Jefferson. And it's slowing them down. It's slowing them. They're getting into that dirty air. But while that's going on, what I like to do is I do like to get eyes on everybody. Everybody come out tonight. Putting in the laps, putting in the drive time. Got Mike Weisberg. He hasn't had a bad race. He really hasn't not had a bad race. Running in 6th. He's running consistent laps, lap after lap. Driving that Ford Hardy's number 50. And like I said earlier in the race, you got the number 23 of Glenn Pap, and a Chevy. Looks like a Sammy Smith paint scheme. consistent laps. I mean, his best lap was a 24.9. I mean, third place didn't even run a 24. Not to down on him, but, you know, that just shows the consistency that Glenn's running back there along with Mike in the number 50. He ran 24. Your upper half of your pack ran 24s. They're running good laps. You know, as we look at our pit stops here, yeah, so we've had, mostly everybody's only had 2 stops. Only 2 pit stops. You got Hart's taking 4 stops. And it looks like Matthew has taken 2 stops in the number 12. We get a look at everybody too. We get a look at their, I don't know if it'll show you. You can see the range of people here. You got a good breadth of I rating out here. Not that I rating is everything. Oh, Glenn got top of the wall right there. Is that going to force him to go to pit? Now, if he did pit here in the next 10 to 15 laps, it would send him some laps down. It would send him a lap down, but I really think it'd put him in a decent position. He's ran consistent all night. Pretty sure that the guys in the top still need to pit. I'd show fuel if it would let me, but I don't think it will. Let's see, Mike Hollins in the back, 00. And he's our last one on a lead lap right now. And I just realized that the name tags are showing the GT3 series, so apologize for that. I'll definitely get that changed. And I'm pretty sure I could do that right now. There we go. Alright. So, we're learning as we go. Thing is with this, you gotta set up templates and learn how to do all that. This is fun. So, there's Mike Holland. He's running, let's see, running another 26.6. 26.4. We ran just as fast as 6th and 5th place for the most part. Not bad laps. Good old Matthew. I like Matthew. I like Matthew because I can't pronounce his last name. But he is just back there just hammering it out. Staying consistent. Keeping it up. He's only 2 laps down. I know it sounds like a lot, but a lot can happen in 25 laps. And another driver I like is this Hart Walksman. Dedicated driver. I've seen him in multiple races. He's learning the trades. He's learning the tricks. He'll get there. 9 laps down right now, but he's not 50 and he's not 71. So we lost 2 drivers tonight. But it'll get there. Keep driving, Hart. You pick it up, you'll get faster. You'll feel where the wheel slips are. Good driver. And let's ride along with him for just a minute here, because it looks like something might have happened.
Go ahead, Hart.
I was going to say, something happened there. 00 maybe got loose a little bit.
Nice pass, Art.
You see, that's what I like to see. Is the man 8 laps down. We're not trying to get aggressive, nothing like that. You hear the communication from the drivers. It's a good group. But now we must get back up to the action. Was that Glenn overtaken? Oh, he's passing. Okay, he's passing number 12. Glenn is a lap down. He needs a yellow to happen. I'm not sure why our leaderboard is saying Mike Holland is in first. Might have a little bit of error there. You see his name is in red, so I believe he's in first. Pretty sure Lee still holds that spot. What happened to Joseph? Did we get... Looks like Weatherford pitted while we were in the back of the pack looking at people. And we'll be able to tell.
Well, that was another almost wreck
Yeah.
that I hit nothing.
So yeah, so Weatherford, Martin pitted on 124, Trent pitted on 123, Mike pitted on 122, Andrew pitted on 124, Chris pitted on 123, and Glenn pitted on 124. So Mike is in first place. The last time he pitted was lap 83. Should be coming into pit shortly. Yeah, he hasn't done that pit yet. And you see the positions that have been gained. And we don't really need the pit strategy anymore. So we go back to the battle box. And if you look down in the battle box here, you can see his speed. And you can see the up and down with the numbers, red and green. The red is a loss position. The green is a gain position. You can see Lee Weatherford's up 3 positions since pitting. Glenn Papp is down 1 position since pitting. Trent Smith is up 6 positions since pitting. So
Nah, I still got to pit.
yeah, Mike's gonna have to come in and pit eventually. He's just getting some. He's logging some first place laps. I like that. And let's so race to stop suicide. Let's get a good look at that. If I can remember which one. There it is. Is Mike Holland comes down pit lane. Get a good look at that car. Glenn is no longer a lap down. I keep saying he's been a very consistent driver tonight. I feel like if everybody gets close, it could be a restart. PRW Motorsports Ford coming down pit road. Number 3 of Trent Smith. Puts Glenn in 6th place now. Keep in mind, I think he's already pitted. Let's take a look. Yes, he's already pitted. So, and I'll tell you what. Oh, what's going on back behind him? We lost Lewinsky. Oh, a little slide job. Man, what a save. He really locked up the brakes just for a hair there, but I mean, he was able to ride it through the yard there and bring it back out. Good job, Matthew. And number 12, Exalta. That's the save of the race right there. What's our break point for? So Glenn Papp in the 23 is quite a ways behind Chris Mann. Now Chris Mann is rounding out your 5th place position. And that what was that? Tire Pros 51. The Chevrolet. Work our way up to Mike Weisberg. You know, we haven't got eyes on Mike a whole lot this evening, but he's another one who's been quietly in position all night. It's lap 143. He's 6 seconds off the lead. You know, somebody's just gotta get loose. We got a lot of fresh tires out here right now. Andrew Jefferson, Chevrolet, and what was he running? Brown's Oil Service. Running 3rd place. He's actually running really good times with a 24.7. The fastest lap of the race is 24.62. He's almost ran a 24.7 flat. He's running faster than Joseph is right now in the number 5. And yeah, you can see Joseph's gonna probably get me a little nervous now. He's got him in his rearview mirror. He just ran another one. He ran 25.7 or 25.0 with Andrew Jefferson in his rearview mirror at 24.7. So he's making up time. He's getting there. What's going on? As long as those two don't get into each other back there. What's going on back there with that? But looks okay. There almost might have been a little bit of an incident there with Glenn and them. Joseph's running 1.5 off of the leader. Doesn't seem to be closing the gap. I think Jefferson might be more so closing the gap. The number 83 is closing the gap more on number 5 than a number 5 is closing on the number 53. And our race leader, Lee Weatherford in the Ford, all white Mustang. You know what? Let's pull up last lap times so we can get a better picture of what we're looking at here. Just realized I was looking at best times instead of last laps. The biggest movers, you see that second and third, they've been back and forth. You got Andrew Jefferson, he'll run a real fast lap, and then seems like Joseph will either run a fast lap when the number 83 runs a slow lap, and then that ends up increasing a gap. And right now, Lee is just taking it away. If you're watching that gap up in the top left of your screen, it was a 1.9, it's a 1.8 now. 6 laps left. Was that a throttling issue? Oh! I bet that scared him right there. He's got the lead. Kicked a little slip right there. Ooh, buddy. Let's see if we hear that again. He's coming out of 4. He slipped a little. He's stretching the tires too. I mean, yeah, it needs to be easy. So Weatherford and Martin, they got 30 laps on these tires right now. Didn't really lose much of a gap though. I mean, the number 5 is still 1.7 behind him. He was only 1.8, but I mean he was 1.8 after he hit the wall a little, or slipped a little. Lap 156. I think Joseph Martin in number 5 is officially pulled away from Andrew Jefferson with a 5-second gap on the leader, so he's running probably a 2.5-3 second gap on him. Ooh. A little squirrely. Okay. I think this will be the white flag, last lap. Lee Weatherford on a 1.7 lead right now. And Lee Weatherford is your Jesus Cup Xfinity winner. Lee Weatherford taking the checkered flag. Coming down the backstretch, you got Joseph Martin with a second place finish.
Good win, Lee.
Andrew Jefferson with a third place finish. Mike Weisberg fourth. Chris Mann rounding up to fifth place. We're going in sixth. Glenn Papp the number 23 car. 7th place, Mike Holland in a 00. In 8th place, Matthew in the number 12. And in 9th place, Hart Waxman in number 1. Trent
All right,
Smith is our
Lee. That was a
10th
great
place
race. Good win.
winner. 10th place placer. And Joe Marks rounding up 11th
All right,
place
everybody,
in the
thanks for
number
coming
4.
out. Have a great night, and hopefully see you sometime during the week.
And Ross Gage in the number 80. Now, are we going to get a burnout from Lee? There it is. Let's see that burnout. You done deserved
Thank
it.
you, Mike. That was fun.
Rip it down. Oh, he's got somebody who wanted to chime in. There it is. Just ripping it.
How'd Christopher get a lap down? You have to pit or something?
Number 53, Lee Weatherford.
I ran
Jesus
a
Cup
fuel
Series
up at the
winner.
White flag and tried to drift around and thought, well, I'll just go down pit road, but I was speeding on pit road, so I get to the back, I guess.
Thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
Oh, man.
And that will conclude our race for this evening.
That's
Big
fun
thanks
racing.
again to
That
Racing
was
for Jesus Motorsports
that
for
was
hosting
awesome.
tonight's event.
right there together.
For
a lot.
more info on joining their races or getting involved, visit
That was
racingforjesus.com. Great people, great
I finally
racing,
beat you for
and a
once.
great mission behind it all.
I've been trying for a while.
Thanks for watching tonight's broadcast. I'm Law Dog, and I'll catch you next time right
I
here
was
on the
doing everything
Sim.
I could to try to
Don't
catch
forget
you. There was no way I
to
could
like and
catch you.
subscribe. Drop a comment below if you enjoyed the race. And
I
until
was
then,
watching that.
God bless and keep it clean out
Nice
there.
job.